first test with the Saramonic.
Okay, so this is a studio shot where we're going to react and look at the files that I shot outdoors with the iPhone 17 Pro and the Saramonic. I have this little gizmo here that will allow me to use the Saramonic on my FX30. This end plugs into the hot shoe of my camera, and then this can adapt to the receiver. So this is what the receiver looks like going into the iPhone 17 Pro. As you can see, I can just pop this out. This is what it looks like, but it rotates like this and comes out, as you can see. So you could swap this for the Lightning adapter if you have an older iPhone, or we can plug it into this guy, which is what I just showed you, that will attach to my camera's hot shoe. You just put it in, connect this, and then lock it, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna put this in my camera and swap to the Saramonic mic. All right, now we have the microphone on my chest. This is what it sounds like going directly into my Sony. And now we're gonna pop all the footage into Resolve and listen to the results from all of these tests.
Got my RPMs above 3K. How does it sound? Can you guys still hear me talking?
Okay, first of all, I think I had my levels too hot at this point. This was just default settings, and it's coming in pretty hot, as you can see on these meters.
Kind of flooring it.
But nothing's actually clipping in my head. Like, I can hear detail through even the high end of the levels there, so that's really cool.
Hope it sounds pretty good. Let me know how it sounds.
Everything's coming through really clear, and it's kind of cool. I can hear the ambient noise of the vehicle as well without it being too overwhelming, which is awesome.
Question is, can I activate noise cancellation from the microphone itself?
No, we learned this. You have to do it from the receiver on your phone or camera.
All right, I'm just gonna stand by the exhaust of my car. There's no noise cancellation on right now. This is just the raw dog microphone on my chest. Let's turn on the first option. This is the first option for noise cancellation. How does it sound if I stop talking? I mean, this is very loud. Okay, this is our final noise cancellation option. How does it sound, ladies and gentlemen?
That's wild. Sitting next to the exhaust of that car, it's really trying to squeeze that background noise down. Obviously, that's like a borderline impossible situation for noise canceling, but it's kind of interesting if you're wearing headphones watching this to hear how the muffler sounds like it's underwater.
Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, thank you. Nice, man. But we have the first option of noise cancellation on right now. All right, this is our last form of noise cancellation as I drive the speed limit. All right, I'm flooring it. How's the noise cancellation sound? Does it sound okay? Could you use this for an episode of Donut Media?
I actually think the microphone naturally by itself without noise cancellation sounds better. It just sounds good pulling in some of the ambient sound in the distance because the voice cuts through really well on this microphone. And I had no wind cover at all. It was just sitting on my chest like this with the audio levels default and sounded great. The noise cancellation's really heavy on this microphone. You can tell, like, it sounds like you're underwater. You can always add a little bit of denoise in post, like in DaVinci Resolve here. You can just come over to audio here and then use AI voice isolation. And this is way more subtle. Like sometimes just doing like 3 to 10% is enough to just kind of slightly dial back those background noises. Let's see if I can show you a difference here. This is no noise cancellation on this clip.
Just cruising now, about 45, 50 miles an hour.
So that's without noise cancellation. Let's add a little bit in DaVinci Resolve. Let's go like 5% to start with.
All right. How does it sound?
It doesn't sound that different. Let's try 15.
Just cruising now, about 45, 50 miles an hour.
Wow. It sounds way better denoising with the AI voice isolation in DaVinci Resolve. So this is like my rule of thumb for wireless mics and microphones in general, is I don't like using their fancy noise cancellation features because there's a risk of them not working super well on set. Whereas if I just capture good audio levels, just raw, exactly how they're captured, I have room in post to experiment with things like this. I can always clean it up later. You might not have to, which is the best case scenario. I'm about to swap to this really strong magnet on my shirt since I'll be moving a lot. If this holds while I'm balling, we might be up for a good microphone sesh. There's so many people who use these kinds of microphones for social media recording. So to be able to have something reliable that just works with your phone
is huge. My sister just called me this morning and she was asking for recommendations on wireless mics for her new 17 Pro. So I guess we'll see if this is a good one. What you want from a microphone like this is great battery life, decent noise canceling options, and good sound quality. There's so many microphones out there that sound like absolute cheeks. So right now I have no noise canceling on. I'm also like kind of far away from it. So let me come turn sound canceling on. This actually sounds really good with how it's capturing my voice and that like beefy bounce sound of the basketball. It sounds really good. Now this is our first option of noise canceling. That's so isolated, that's crazy. It's too heavy for my taste. I would, like that sounds like a sound effect, like a fake one. This is the final option for noise canceling. Hopefully this sounds good. Hopefully the transmission's reaching this far. And we'll see if it is good. Yeah, the second option of noise cancellation does seem to give you just a little bit more background noise, but it's still really aggressive. A lot of people like to use these microphones like this for social media videos. It's goofy, it's funny, haha, you can clip it onto a fork or something. When you do this, it's gonna sound a little bit more tinny because you're not capturing the bass resonance of your chest. Your voice resonates in your chest really well. So if you want the best sound, you wanna have your microphone around here. But if you wanna do this kind of thing, this is what it sounds like with that. If you are filming influencer style, but you still want it to sound good, you're probably gonna have to EQ it a little bit. But if you wanna do this kind of thing, this is what it sounds like with that. So you can tell like it's pretty heavy on the sibilance, the high end kind of sounds. So I actually built this bass dialogue EQ right here. This is like a really good starting point for basically any voice, any microphone, but every voice in combination with every microphone will require different tweaks. Everybody's unique and their setup is unique. That last shot was with noise cancellation all the way up. This is what it sounds like, just regular ambient audio. So yeah, if you're holding it up to your mouth like this, you're gonna get more of those aggressive S sounds. So you might wanna pull the high end down and boost the low end. If it's down on your chest, you might want a little bit less low end and raise the high end a little bit. But like I said, every situation and voice and microphone is unique and different. My friend who is training to go to the WNBA is training right behind me. So I met her here at the gym. Her and her husband are amazing and I'm trying not to feel insecure right now. So I'm gonna see if I can get a shot of her. She's so cool. She said I could get a shot of her. So this clip, when I was filming Cali, you can tell it's just the iPhone mic because there's way more ambience in not a great way.
All right, here it is, ladies.
Actually, the reverb sounds dope, but it's still really loud.
I could get a shot of her. NBA, WNBA.
Versus how clean this sounds. You know how we do. So that sounds way more clean, but you still hear all the cool sound effects. No noise canceling right now. I want to move around a little bit to see if the magnet can stay on. So we'll find out. I'm gonna run around a little bit. Dude, you can hear everything so clearly, like me gripping the ball, it hitting the ground, going in the hoop, but my voice still cuts through. I'm very impressed right now. Let's move, let's move. The microphone has stayed on the whole time. I'm done. I tried that multiple times. Gonna do a little range test now. Dang it, I forgot to take off my basketball shoes. Frickin'. Would you really ever walk this far away from your microphone? Right here is where it starts to cut out just a little bit. I mean, maybe if you're filming yourself. Right there, you see we got one dead spot right here, but it picks right back up. I'm pretty far away from the camera and my back is turned toward the camera. So yeah, this is what it sounds like. Just rocking wireless. That was the only real dropout, and once I turn back around, there's no issues at all, it seems. Last test I want to do is just seeing how this microphone sounds by itself on my chest where I like to mount microphones versus plugging the included lavalier mic into it. This does seem to be a proprietary microphone, so you're not going to be able to plug in any old 1/8 inch mic to this. I wish it was more universal, but this is how this regular old mic on my chest sounds right now. So now the lavalier mic is plugged in, which means this is like a super tiny pack now that you could run into your pocket. And then you could mount this on your chest underneath your shirt or on a client or on a wedding dress if you're filming a wedding or something. They sound really similar though. Just having the mic on your chest like this and having the included lavalier, they're very comparable. I think the lav would just be helpful if you're trying to hide the microphone. And if you want to go Ryan Trahan style and hold it like this, you can. Now it does look like the microphone only has one end that receives the audio sound, so if I turn it around, I don't think it will sound the same. I was actually wrong about this, which is good news. So this is why I thought that it would not pick up on the backside, because you see this little grill here? There's nothing like that on the back. But it seems like it does have an omnidirectional cardioid pattern, which means it's capturing all around this microphone capsule. So you don't have to worry about just talking into the grill side. As long as you're talking toward this thing, it's gonna capture your voice, which is awesome news. And let me just reiterate how amazing and compact this setup really is. If you want to get a pro sound on a budget, this is an absolutely tiny transmitter pack. You just gotta be careful with the cable to make sure you don't pull it out, so maybe gaff tape it if you're gonna use it for anything important. But other than that, killer setup. Obviously this video is sponsored by Saramonic, but this has been a joy to test out for you guys and showcase. $160 USD for a kit that sounds this good is a really good price. So if you're interested in a wireless lavalier microphone, definitely add this one to your comparison list, watch a bunch of videos and tests, wear headphones while you do that. Also, I just gotta say shout out to the build quality of this case. I wish I could like put it in your hands for you, but it feels really, really nice and just looks cool too. I like that the front is clear so I can actually see where the gear's at. Make sure to text me when you get home so I know you're safe, and please watch out for deer. And if you guys wanna support me on Patreon, you can have your names over on the screen here. And then you can check out this video here where I tested out a really cool little Canon pocket camera. All right, God bless you guys, love ya.
Bye.